Welcome, fellow hunters. My name is Nescraft, and this is my Let's Play of Monster Hunter Rise. I once again bequeath you with my lovely clown suit of an armor set. I'm still feeling fritzy, so I haven't put on anything layered over top of it. And we're going to be taking on a new quest today.
How about this weather?
So here in Village 4-Star, we're going to grab our final key quest, though it's not our final monster. And we're going to hunt a Basarios in the lava caverns. So it's from the lava caverns excavator. Dude, I'm freaking out. Every time I go to the lava caverns, I hear this creepy voice. Like, I look around and no one's there. No one. Can you go and check it out for me? I know I'm not crazy.
Don't forget to eat.
I have already eaten some dango. Thank you very much. And if we take a look at our weapon, we are running with the Delix Harpoon, which should be doing some water damage. We are still rocking the Gunlance because I'm trying to learn it. Hopefully I can continue to get better. Most of what I feel like I'm lacking is like
in the darkness of the night,
knowledge of whether or not I have a worm stake ready to go, and using that to change how I do my combos.
Out of sight. A sudden
Basarios is a really interesting monster. It's been around since Gen 1. If you
do not be mistaken.
If you've seen my Monster Hunter 1 playthrough, which you probably haven't, Basarios is actually a really significant monster in that game. I think in later games it becomes a little bit less intimidating, even though as a big rock monster it should be very intimidating.
Both prey and earth.
I don't know, in that game you end up having to farm it a lot for like Macalite, and it's got some mirror drops. It's changed a lot over the years. And here in Monster Hunter Rise, it's probably the best that it's ever been. It's a super interesting monster. Ooh, they gave us some bombs. I should have brought some bombs, because Basarios has a very strong hide, and so it can take a lot of damage to get through it, and because bombs are fixed damage, they can handle that pretty well. From a Gunlance perspective, we should be looking to... I'm going to grab this wire bug over here. We should be looking to do a lot of artillery shots, which might have made it a bad idea to bring the Delix Harpoon to, because the shelling type is wide. It only has 2 shells before we need to reload. Yikes. We're gonna figure this out. We're probably not gonna do full burst all that often, just because we don't have the extra shells. Yeah, I'm not really sure how this is gonna go. We'll see. We shall see. I don't know that we're gonna fight another monster while we're here. I think we might if one shows up. We feel like we can play around with it.
Found it.
This
is for my fellow hunter. No more, Mr. Nice Guy.
I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have it. It spews out poison. I want to avoid that. You see how its head is kind of like... Oh man. Its head is kind of like heated up. That means it should be a little bit softer.
my fellow hunter!
Ooh, ouches. There's this nice little charge.
You're done for!
How did we miss? Oh no, we didn't miss.
There's more where that came from!
Oh no, I thought I was blocking. Gonna do this little roll thing. Now it's going to dig. And when it digs, it kind of like comes at you.
That's my chance!
Which is a cool new move for Basarios in this game. They never used to do that.
Have a taste of this!
Let's see if we can catch up to it. Doesn't really mean
I'm gonna
anything.
get you!
We did a mere 17 damage on that slam.
You're my best pal.
Apparently our
gonna need
cat
some of
is
your
pretty
parts.
mad at these Renoplos. So
I'll put this to good use.
I'd be remiss if I didn't just carve it up.
Don't mind if I do.
So all in all, I think we're doing okay against the Basarios, right? Not super concerned about it killing us or us not being able to do a bunch of damage. And a lot of that is because we're doing these shells that do a significant amount of raw damage.
Let's see.
I think it's called raw damage. We don't have to worry about hitting really tough spots or the Basarios defense. Because, or true damage. Maybe it's called true damage from the shells. Looks like Basarios is a little bit angry.
Hope you've got insurance! Get ready!
Looks like we get the head.
Be careful!
Oops, wrong button again.
There's more where that came from!
Oh, let's get out of the way. Oh, we broke it back, maybe? We should have sharpened before we came and engaged again.
This should fix it!
Basarios is kind of slow, so we don't have to worry about,
This
like,
one's gonna hit hard!
that's a nice beam. We don't have to worry about getting caught too much. Basarios does have a cuttable tail. It's kind of hard to cut a lot of times. I'm not sure we're not getting hit by that. Ooh, it's on its back. So what we can do is we can actually mine the Basarios. Because it's covered in rocks. And get some goodies from it. We just got a Macalite. That didn't work. I was hoping that I could block that. Notice how its body's all like heated up.
Come on, concentrate! This is gonna hurt!
That makes it a little bit softer. Oops.
Here it comes!
Let's see if we can do this.
Good night, monster! I put down a bomb!
Yeah, boom, blow yourself up. So it sprays out fire, it sprays out poison, and it sprays out sun.
There's more where that came from. This is for my fellow hunters. You're my best pal.
Let's get that going. Ooh, nice. We got a paralysis, and then we got the kill.
That's a wrap.
And so that was a Basarios. A very fun monster. It's kind of one of those monsters where you can, like,
I'm gonna need some of your parts.
I don't know, you can create a build to specifically take on the Basarios because you want to take advantage of its weak points when it's weak. And sometimes you can kind of like use the hard points to your advantage. Like if you want to run Mind's Eye, like a build that has Mind's Eye, which makes it so you don't bounce, and potentially Bludgeoner with a less sharp weapon, and you can get a lot of good damage on Basarios. Or you can run like a Gunlance build that really focuses on shelling, which, like, for us, we used a wide Gunlance, which was probably the wrong choice. But using something with like a normal Gunlance where you could do a lot of full burst combo would be good.
We did it!
You could run like a Bomber Cat that does a lot of bombs, or you yourself could bring a bunch of bombs. And those are really good ways to take on Basarios. So yeah, I think so I think what's going to happen now is this is going to take us to like a cutscene for the next rank, which will be kind of interesting, and then we might go take on that Volvidon. Nuzgraft. Rampage has returned, and just as expected, Magnamalo's ugly face is among the horde. Luckily, Hamlet's device was able to draw it away from the rampage and into a secret passage that leads to the shrine ruins. Nuzgraft, this is it. This is our chance. Accept the urgent quest from Hinoa and take down that fiend once and for all. For the villagers and for Chimera. Bwahaha! Yep, that is our next urgent. It is Magnamalo. We all knew it was coming, and finally it's here. I just received the urgent quest to hunt down Magnamalo. Everyone in the village will fend off the rampage. We'll make sure nothing gets in your way. It doesn't matter where you are or what monster you're fighting. The spirit of Chimera is always with you. Is with you. Always. Woo, all this serious talk has really got my tummy rumbling. When all of this is over, let's celebrate with a monster-sized pile of bunny dango. My mouth is watering just thinking about it.
Make sure to check the special quest as well.
Oh, the special quest. Oh, looks like we forgot to refill our optional subquests. Let's grab those. The urgent quest is indeed hunting a Magnamalo with the urgent quest comeuppance. We are not doing that today. Instead, we are going to take on the Volvidon. We're going to save Magnamalo for its own episode. Its own episodic quest. Real quick, let's go deal with the mercenaries. And we will send them back out to the flooded forest. I guess if we're going to be here, we might as well grab some lockback ore. No special goods. Nothing crazy there. The dojo is still underway, so we're good. Alright, so we're going to be fighting Volvidon. I don't know if Volvidon is weak to any specific element. I'm sure it is, but I don't know which one. So we're going to grab... Maybe it's ice. Maybe it's weak to ice. Our ice gun lances are really bad, though. And the Ludroth harpoon is not good compared to their Delix weapon. So let's go with this one, the Baroth Loader. It fits our aesthetic very well. So let's do that. Let's grab some dango. Camera points are good. Let's see. Well, let's just grab Defender. And let's grab Polisher. We're basically going to be functioning with this weapon at yellow sharpness. Because we have nothing to keep it at green. I forgot to read the quest description.
Devoid of reason and laws. A rounded mass to say.
Volvidon is a really funny monster. I think Volvidon was introduced in the 3rd generation of Monster Hunter games.
And closer.
Interesting enough, the 3rd generation of Monster Hunter games is the one generation of games that I have never had the pleasure of playing. I played Monster Hunter 1 way back in the day, and didn't come back to the series until Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, where I don't think I even got to high rank in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate before picking up Generations, and I don't think I got to high rank in Generations. And then Monster Hunter World was the first game that I played all the way through high rank and G rank, or master rank. Alright, let's go fight a Volvidon. Anyways, Volvidon is really interesting because it's kind of like a bear mixed with a armadillo, for sure.
Just making progress.
But it has like a lot of like weird tendencies. Right, it's got like this tongue that does paralysis, and it's got stink associated with it, and it bounces around a bunch. It reminds me a little bit of Gypsaros, because Gypsaros is a monster that kind of has too much going on as well. It's got like stun, and it can poison, and it's got this weird stretchy tail. But at least like Gypsaros has like some unique properties that make it interesting throughout the game, right? Because Gypsaros hide is like notably resistant to electricity, and so when you're crafting either weapons or armor that need to be non-conductive, you can use Gypsaros stuff, and I think that's like super cool. Volvidon doesn't have anything like that.
No more, Mr. Nice Guy.
Hey, oh no!
Take this.
We are off to an awful start. Okay, so we're off to an awful start. We are.
Need to find a cure.
Seriously? Seriously? Oh, no, bro. Seriously? I was gonna say we're gonna sharpen. We're just gonna eat this poison. We're just gonna suck it up. Take it for the team.
The moral whetstones are the best.
Like we have like 1 or 2 hits of green, and then we're just like right down into the dirty, dirty yellow. Lantern bugs are awesome. Alright.
This is for my fellow hunters.
There we go. Haha. No, what are you doing?
doing great!
Hey, well, we're doing something.
Buddy?
There we go. Oh, perfect. Yes. Alright, more full burst. Slap. Reload. Slam. Boom. Slap. Reload. And we're paralyzed. And we're stuck. Alright. That was a very nice run. A little bit of CC. We got some Volvidon stuff. We need to sharpen, but we'll be okay.
There's more where that came from!
We're gonna have to just deal with this a little bit. I think now that its shell is broken, it should be a little bit easier. Ooh.
Take this! Hope
Work.
you've got insurance!
That didn't work.
Take this!
Hey, this works. I'm gonna do full burst and then slap, reload, slam, boom, slap, reload.
Be careful!
And we got Stinky. So, Stinky is a really interesting status. It makes it so that you can't use items, which can be really dangerous when you're in a situation like this where you don't have a lot of health. Fortunately, I have these healing bubbles, and you can use like whetstones. You just can't use like healing items for whatever reason. You're too stinky to be able to use healing items.
This is gonna hurt!
And that's a Volvidon.
Easy peasy!
Not the most difficult of monsters, for sure. Especially when you're running a
mind if I
weapon
do.
that does as much raw as this one. But its movement patterns can definitely take a lot of people off guard. Especially all like the bouncing around. It takes some getting used to. And so if you're ever fighting Volvidon and you're having issues, especially in high rank, like the thing can just hit. And that's like understandable.
This is gonna be easy!
Like it's fine. It's just kind of like what happens.
Some of your parts.
Practice a little bit. Find ways to accommodate its movements. Do some
Don't mind if I do.
repositioning. Maybe run stun resistance if you're really worried about getting paralyzed. Well, no, you want paralysis resistance.
Good job, buddy.
And bring deodorants to handle the stink. It's like one of those. It's one of those fights where you can prepare really well for it. And we got some Volvidon stuff. Notably, the Volvidon Charge Blade in this game is actually very good. From what I've been told, I've not played much in the way of Charge Blade. Okay, so we fought Basarios, we fought Volvidon. Let's come check out
My hammer's ready.
Gunlances and see if there is anything more that we can build. We need to hunt some more Barioth. That Gunlance looks awesome. Kezu. Okay, so we have access to the Volvidon tree. It is a paralysis Gunlance. That looks really good. And it's an upgrade from the Kezu tree. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade this, and we're going to equip it while we're here.
Right, let's get cracking.
We are going to
Gotcha.
upgrade. And we need some more flabby hides. That's okay. We can add that to our wish list. Perfect. I'm pretty happy with this Gunlance. The Shatter Shot. I don't know that paralysis is a particularly good element for a Gunlance, but it's going to be fun to play with. It looks really nice. See Tobi Kadachi. And that is all of the Gunlances. If we take a look at Switch Axes. Alright, we already talked about these ones. Acnason, Baroth, Baggy, Bone, Remobra, Volvidon. Okay, so there is a Volvidon tree. And this Binding Roller, it looks like a really nice Switch Axe too. I can't say anything about its stats, but aesthetically it looks really good. I'm a big fan of the
Waste makes waste. Take all
big
the
fan
time
of the
you need.
Volvidon stuff. That's cool. I wonder if there's a it doesn't look like there's a Basarios Switch Axe or Gunlance. That's kind of a pity. Basarios has some really cool weapons, especially like the what is it? The hunting horn that they gave us in the demo. That was a Basarios hunting horn. Okay, looking at armor. Okay, we already looked at Tobi's stuff. Here's Basarios. This is interesting. Okay, so the Basarios armor has the ability to give us defense boost, guard, speed sharpening, and load shells level 1. If we look at those skills, guard will reduce knockback and stamina depletion while guarding. Load shells will improve reloading, increase the Gunlance's shell capacity, and charge blade's file capacity. Level 1 will increase ammo and coating reloading speed, and level 2 will give Gunlance loading capacity plus 1. So if we could get load shells level 2, then like wide Gunlance could get 3 shells, long Gunlance could get 5, and normal Gunlance could get 6. Huh. It's kind of interesting. What piece is that? Also, I didn't realize that the helm had this big long feather on it. That's kind of funny. Okay, so there's defense boost 2 on the helm, guard on the mail, guard and speed sharpening on the band braces, speed sharpening defense boost here. Load shells 1 on the greaves. What do I have on right now? I have the Roggy greaves, which have evade extender. And that's what bumps us up to evade extender 2. Which I've been thinking might be too much. Evade extender 2 might be too much evade extender, but I don't think it's worth switching for load shells level 1. I'd rather get load shells level 2. Okay. Volvidon. Toggle preview. Looks really nice. It's kind of like a Power Ranger or something. Paralysis attack, rapid morph, and evade extender. Paralysis attack, rapid morph, evade extender, rapid morph, evade extender. So we have the ability to switch the Roggy Greaves for the Volvidon Greaves. The Volvidon Greaves look better. And they have a little bit more defense. Not a lot more defense, but a little bit more defense. So maybe if we get a bunch of Volvidon stuff, we'll get that. It's not going to be worth it for the most part. Oh well, we'll have to look at that stuff too. We'll have to look at that stuff too. Okay, we have a bunch of stuff to look at. Yeah, the Volvidon stuff, the Volvidon legs are probably not going to get worth it. They're the same rarity 2. But it's an interesting ability. Okay. Okay, so new stuff. apparently, that we need to look at.
Haste
The
makes waste.
low rank
Take
fake
all the
stuff
time you need.
gives ammo up, steadiness, normal rapid up. Steadiness will suppress the deviation of bowgun shots. Vake is a gunner set. In high rank, the Vake Mail is very good. And you will probably see us run the Vake Mail. Boscarl, blast resistance, reload speed, fire attack, and recoil down. Looks like the Pumpkin King. That's a pretty cool set. Death Stench, Dragon Resistance, Rapid Morph, and Maximum Might. This looks like kind of an evil skeleton. Death Stench, Mossgarl. These two were definitely in Monster Hunter World. I don't remember if the fake set was in Monster Hunter World. I don't remember it. Scalda, Poison Attack, Critical Eye, Poison Resistance. This is like a bug set, which is kind of cool. And then Edel, which I think is like a flower set. Poison Resistance, Recovery Up, and Thunder Resistance. These are just kind of like interesting and fun sets to work for. Like I said, here in low rank, we're probably not going to go for a bunch of these, but in high rank, we might mix things up and find some fun, interesting sets to do instead of just going for the meta, which we're not going for the meta right now, but we're running reasonable gear for the weapon that we want to run, which is Gunlance. So that, I think, is going to be it for today. I want to thank you all very much for watching. I think next time we're going to be taking down Magnamalo. And that should be a lot of fun. Hopefully it doesn't give us too much trouble. And yeah, Magnamalo's a good fight. And so odds are good that we'll be getting some Magnamalo gear as well. Definitely Magnamalo weapons. So that's going to be fun. So yeah, so until next time, so long, and have a good hunt.